Yo, what up, Juggalos? It's Test Dummy 22, and I'd like to point out two people that you guys should check out on YouTube. One is named Alex Collier, the other one is Jim Mars. Also, two sites that I think you guys should check out is Disclosed TV and The Big Wobble. A little bit more in depth about these people. Jim Mars, there's a video, and I'm going to link it up somewhere on here. Probably right here, because there's a lot of space right here. So right there, probably. It's about an hour and 14 minutes or so long. It's done by the Camelot Interviews. At first, you're going to look at it and you're going to think it's a little boring. But I promise you, if you sit and listen to this man talk, that you will be enthused and very touched and informed by this man. Also, the other person, who's Alex Collier, who I will also link up in this area right here, talks about his experience with supposedly being in contact with an alien race for over the last 30 years of his life. If you watch some of his earlier videos, he's very young. He's been doing, not necessarily YouTube videos, but he's been doing conventions and things of that nature for the past how many freaking years. If you type in Alex Collier on YouTube or the internet, a lot of stuff's going to pop up. He'll talk to you about the reptilians and the Andromedans and the other alien races that are supposedly out there who have been in control of things for the past couple thousand years here on this planet. If you don't know about these things, this is something to take into consideration. These two guys are two very important people to listen to if you're into this kind of thing. So I suggest taking a night out of your time and, not watching the shitty ass videos that are all over YouTube about people arguing about, who's better in music and Miley Cyrus hitting the bong, and, lately that's all you fucking hear about, and, all the other stupid shit on YouTube, and really take your time out to learn something about what's going on this planet, for the past how many years, and really start to open your frickin' minds up. So those two people I'm going to definitely link up and suggest that you check out. Also, I spoke earlier of Disclosed TV and The Big Wobble. And then there's also... Well, for one right now, Disclosed TV and The Big Wobble are two sites that you can check on a daily basis that will give you news that is not going to be found on Fox News or not going to be found on ABC or, CNN. Some of the stories that are on Disclosed and The Big Wobble, you will hear. I mean, what happens when you go to Disclosed is you go and you got to sign in and make an account. Because if you don't make an account, you're only going to see 5 posts. If you make an account, you're going to see 20 or 30 posts. They'll be in blue letters, and you click one of them and it'll link you to another page, and that'll be a news page from various different news sites. I mean, I've gotten some from Fox News and CNN and things of that nature. So it's not like all the news on there comes from some, unreliable source. This is all reliable, true news that's going on in the world, but it's definitely it's more cutting edge news, things that they don't talk about in the real news because they think, A, they're either trying to hide it from us, or B, they just don't believe in these type of things. If you look at this news site like I do every day of my life, you'll start to realize just how crazy and just how realistic these things are. So this is just a little video I wanted to put together. I mean, nothing special, just telling you guys to be aware and know that things are happening beyond our control. And for you guys to know about it is important because there's a lot of people walking around with their heads down, not really understanding what's going on in this world. And there's a lot of things that you need to know that you don't know. And these sites and these people will help you have a better understanding about what is happening on this planet and what has been happening for the past how many years, and where we're heading to. Because a lot of people think certain, conspiracies and things of that nature. It's up to you to put together your own story because no one knows what's real anymore. The internet's so filled with false stories and false, things of that nature that, you pretty much just gotta do your research and, really find out what's real and what's not. And just make the decision on your own and just believe what you want to believe. And that's what it comes down to. So I hope those sites help you out. Also, there's one other site that I'd like to link up, and I'll link up Disclosed, Big Wobble, and also Godlike Productions. These are three main sites that I suggest you take one of them. Pick any one of them. I suggest Disclosed TV. You're gonna have to sign up. It's free, so you just make an account. I suggest you take one of those and put it up in your quick search bar on your whatever search engine you use, whether it's Google or Safari or Firefox or whatever, and put it up in your bar for a week. And every day when you come on the internet, click that and look at whatever the latest news is. If you like to do videos and stuff on things like this, it's a good place to get your news at because you could pretty much do a different story every day. If you would click on the link and then look at their news stories and do a video on it. I mean, it's just something you could do. I'm just a suggestion to some people, just so you can become better acquainted with what is going on. It's a way to gain knowledge at the same time, gain popularity, and also help others understand what's going on because not as many people or not enough people know about these type of sites and this type of news, and a lot of people shun away from it and make it seem like, oh well, you guys are just some crazy alien believers and stuff like that. And really a lot of the news isn't necessarily like that. A lot of it's real down to earth shit, maybe about the government and the war that's going on right now that no one really knows about, the China and Korea and how America is getting involved. And I mean, that's I could do a whole freaking 10 videos on that subject. I mean, there's so much going on right now. It's almost insane. It's actually kind of scary because something's going to happen sooner or later. And, this time around, America might just be on the downside of things. The way things are looking, it's not looking so good for our country. If you've been watching this kind of news and they don't want to put this stuff on, they'll touch it briefly on big news channels, but they don't want to scare anybody. So, we're talking about getting news from over there in China and over there in those countries where they actually, really, if you pay attention to that news, you'll see what's really happening because they don't sugarcoat shit. Some of them do, but for the most part, news in other countries is very reliable and very truthful too. Not all, media is paid off by the government to keep things secret like our media. You know what I mean? So that's about it, y'all. Test Dummy 20 motherfucking 2. Subscribe. Like I said, I'll be coming out with a show sooner or later about this kind of stuff where I'll be doing most likely a subject every day about this type of thing. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. I really don't give a fuck because this is something that whether you guys give a fuck or not, somebody out there is, whether it's one person is going to learn this shit, and it's going to help because these people you guys need to know about this shit. This is very important. The things we talk about, that I talk about in my videos and some of my other homies talk about is very mediocre. And we talk about psychopathic records and stuff, and, much love to fucking, what we talk about. I mean, that's what it's all about here on my channel, is Juggalo world and stuff like that. But, this is some serious shit. I mean, this surpasses a lot of things. I mean, this is your life and your future and your kids' future and our past too, as well. So it's very important stuff to get knowledge on and become acquainted with and understand. So it's up to you to grasp that knowledge, and it's right there. If you're on a computer and you got the internet, you have the knowledge right in front of you. It's all you have to do is click on the links and do some research, and you too can be well informed and start understanding a little bit more about our society and things that will happen, things that have happened, where we are going, where we are heading. So much motherfucking Wicked Clown love to all, and to all a good night. This has been Test Dummy 22, and this is just like a little update, little tidbit, little fucking tidbit of information about some shit. So check out those links right down there. These are very important links, y'all. Like I said, throw one of them up in your, and it really don't matter which one. They're all three of them are great. Godlike, Big Wobble, Disclosed TV, all three of them are great. I choose Disclosed. You might like the setup of another one. I choose Disclosed because I like the setup of it. Big Wobble's more of pictures. They all have pictures and vids, but yeah. So, yep, 12 minutes, 9 seconds I'm already up to. Didn't want to go that far, but kind of tired. Have work tonight. So, alright, y'all. Much motherfucking Wicked Clown love. Bitch.